I'd like to get better at crafts.
All right, I'll show you something. But you need time for it. What an ugly old nag.
Aren't those dice sad? That you're just letting them sit there?
So you're saying the number of stanzas or style of meter are irrelevant, just as long as I make a lot of use of the word?
Quick! Quick!
You're holding it like a pig holds a bone.
Are you a blacksmith?
And you? Gentleman's manservant, I reckon.
You deserve a clobbering for how poor a judge of people you are.
Be my guest. I'm Yira. Hard as nails and happy to flatten you any time of the day. Careful, though. I don't like blades.
Glad to hear that. From one blacksmith to another.
Oh, sorry, brother. I didn't take you for someone who could swing a hammer.
I love smithying, but I have a lord I must serve. What are you doing here? Where's your anvil?
Our forge has gone undone for. And these folk around me lost all they had too.
So war, eh? It's a shitty thing.
Aye, well, that's just the way it is. By God's grace, I still have 2 hands. I could do with a bit of coin right now. Fancy having a wrestle? For money?
All right, let's wrestle. Because I'm quite sure I'm the better fighter.
Great! I wouldn't be so cocky if I was you, though. I know a few tricks. And because I'm so confident, I say we...
Definitely. Here you go.
Let's do this! Do it! Wanker! Oh, fucking hell! Wanker! Do it! Sakura, you were good. Not even old Larch's moves were any use. Well, anyway, Henry, here's your coin.
You put up a decent fight, Yura. I'll remember that levering trick.
Could you show me where we are? quick! Whoa! Whoa! Ah! Whoa! Ka! 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 I'm a bit lost. Do you know where we are? What a tag. Oi. Ka! Whoa! Whoa! Ale. I'm sorry.
What'll it be?
Do you know anything about the devil?
Mother of God! Such blasphemy! Take care, Henry.
What happened to Ambrose the hermit?
He's at death's door with some ailment, and there's a peculiar talk about him. They say he made a pact with hell.
I hear Ambrose the hermit has some old sword.
A few folks saw it at his place some years ago, but then it disappeared. Maybe he sold it, or chucked it out.
Have you seen a young girl here? Her name is Pavlena. She wears a headscarf and sells baskets.
I don't know, no, Pavlena. Sorry. I hope you find her soon. See you later, my friend.
Mind pointing out where we are?
You still wouldn't be impressed, would you? Wait, really? Aye, aye. Take my advice and...
Good afternoon.
Friend.
Have you seen a young girl here? Her name is Pavlena. She wears a headscarf and sells baskets.
I'm usually asleep during the day, so I don't see many girls selling things.
I hear that some apparition was seen around here.
I don't know. It was good to see you, my friend.
Greetings. To my friend.
Just right. This year, the village prospered.
Wait. Is this supposed to be a chronicle?
Is that a problem?
I'm not a chronicler. Well, I want a raise for this responsibility.
You want what?
More money.
I have to tell you that there are some, things going on in the mill in Lower Semine that don't seem to have much to do with milling flour.
It's not the first I've heard of it. People come in here all the time saying that mill is suspicious. Nobody's been able to give me any details, though. Can you elaborate?
Well, where can I start?
Look, if you're caught up in anything shady, you don't have to worry. If you bring me valuable reports, I can guarantee you impunity. I protect my people, so you can speak freely.
Actually, I think, well, honestly, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe I've just been getting the wrong end of the stick about what Crazel's been telling me.
Listen up. If you've got some personal problem with the miller, sort it out between the two of you. I've had enough of snitches just trying to get their neighbours in trouble over some squabble. They come up with all sorts of stories. But when it comes to the crunch, they start stuttering just like you.
But it's not that, it's...
If you don't have anything to say, don't bother me.
I'd like to buy something. Where can I find some merchants around here?
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village, of course. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone. I'm sure he'll help you.
I'd like to report an ambush. Some scoundrels attacked my lord's retinue and killed our men.
That's a serious matter. Where is your lord?
Well, he left.
I don't understand why he's not lodging a complaint himself, and why not directly at the castle. He has that right as a lord.
It's a long story. My lord got very angry and then went missing.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making it up or lying to me. But if you were telling the truth, why don't you bring your lord here and we can talk it all over calmly? I'm sorry, lad, but until then, I've got more important things to do. And what's that got to do with me?
I'm looking for Pavlena, the daughter of Bozhena.
Aye?
Do you know if she's been here in the last few days, Master Bailiff?
I haven't seen her myself, but you can ask around the village. Try the houses along the road to Zhelyov. She'd have to pass that way.
What can you tell me about Pavlena?
She used to live here with her mother, but then we drove them out. She's not the kind of girl you'd notice much, but she knows how. I let her come round here because, well, maybe I've gotten soft in my old age.
Why did you drive them out of Troskovitz?
Bozhena was our midwife. It ain't the cleanest trade, but it's needed. Women all over the domain used to call for her help with birth. Only, as it turned out, bad help is worse than no help at all. I won't go digging up old grievances, but believe me, we had cause enough to drive that old witch out of...
Has Pavlena got any friends here? Roman?
A woodcutter like his father. His hair is...
And...
Roman's pa wouldn't be too happy about his son being with an outsider like her. Not the... It wouldn't surprise...
It's possible. I'll go and see Roman.
Do that. Like I said, his house is near the edge of the village, close to the pot.
Do you think...
Troskovitz is a decent village.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pillory with me yesterday. Have you seen him?
I can't help you with that. You'll have to find him yourself.
What's new in the county?
I heard some project the innkeeper is probably... Will they never cut it? And now I've been visited by one. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field.
What do you mean more?
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Also, if it wasn't bad enough, that gang of bandits is rampaging. Now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. What's new in the county?
I was just visited. He said he found more fresh...
What do you...
I've been...
I need to speak with...
With the Royal Chamberlain?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy. But he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here. Chamberlain Ulrich is...
And where do I find him?
Where do you think?
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? I'm not going to put in a word for you.
What's new, bailiff?
Nothing special, fortunately. It's peaceful here, and the war has avoided us so far, Well, that's how it was, and...
Thanks. I don't want to keep you. Have you seen a young girl selling baskets here?
I think I remember her, but that was some time ago.
Auf Wiedersehen, mein Freund.
I'm searching for Pavlena from Zhelyov. She comes here...
That herb woman Božena's daughter. I don't know nothing about her, and I don't want to know.
I wanted to ask you, I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings. You look like a merchant to me, so you probably know best.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that, after what happened in bed. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is also. What do you want to know?
Where can I find a church round here?
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle, but we do not go there either. The gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burials. No one wants to pay the church more than they have to.
Can I find...
Zum Glück nicht, junger Mann. Oh, natürlich. There is Bartosz, the tailor. He lives at the other end of the village. The apothecary, Emmerich, lives across from me. They are a hand in glove, or more like hat in hat.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Just that they play along the described Geibel. They're always the butt of the three.
Is there anyone else?
Oh, yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where the rest of the villagers are just peasants. And you are already familiar with it.
Is there anything I should avoid?
Certainly. Stirring up trouble and sticking your nose into other... Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do...
I understand that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. That is all because of the war.
So you've already heard about these...
About those ones in particular, or about others. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort with me.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo should...
Where do you go for wares? What's the closest town?
The closest is Sobotka. The biggest Gitschin. Half of that one belongs to her...
Is it far?
Wenn du was brauchst, The goods I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Wie Was möchtest du?
What do you have for sale? Let's talk about the price.
Warum nicht?
How's this?
That's more like it. Just a bit more and we can shake hands. Sehr gut. I can agree to that. Das war ein gutes Geschäft. Auf Wiedersehen.
I'll have a look at the wares.
Maybe next time then.